Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video day, and we're going to be talking about the Las Vegas Raiders potentially signing quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. Today, there was an article by Bleacher Report that says that it was announced that the Raiders have interest in not only quarterback Mac Jones, but also in Jimmy Garoppolo. Honestly, Mac Jones, scratch him off the picture. I don't see that happening. I think the Patriots are keeping Mac Jones for next season. They're going to give him one more shot. I think he'd honestly, and I think you give him another shot, I think he's going to do pretty well next season. I don't think that's an option. You'd have to, I think you'd have to give them a first-round pick. And you're not going to give them your ninth overall pick. So I think that'd be their first round pick for next season. I have no idea. I don't think the Patriots are going to give up Mac Jones this season. So you scratch him off the table. And not only that, but the Raiders should not be trading for anybody. And I don't care who it is. The Raiders, they need their draft capital right now. Their defense is horrible. They need to focus on this draft coming up. In a month, they need to focus. Their main focus on the draft needs to be defense. They need to upgrade their defense. They need to focus a little bit onto that in free agency as well, but their defense needs to improve next season. Derek Carr gets a lot of blame of what the Raiders did last season, but you got to blame their defense a little bit too, because they blew multiple leads, let teams come back. So their defense is horrible, and they need to. Besides Max Crosby, there's not a lot of potential in that defense. They need to upgrade some defense to get Max Crosby some help. So, I definitely think their defense needs to upgrade next season. So that's one thing. But you got you got arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. You need a good quarterback, and you got some money to spend. You got rid of Derek Carr's contract. Jimmy Garoppolo feels like the perfect fit for me, for the Raiders. I think right now it's either him or it's someone in the draft. I think that's what it's going to come down to for the Raiders. Or you re-sign Jarrett Stidham. It's down to that for me. I think it's either, for the Raiders, I think it's either Garoppolo or draft a quarterback at 9 with that ninth overall pick. Maybe you decide Anthony Richardson. I don't know. Will Levis. I don't know. But I think right now Jimmy Garoppolo is the perfect option for the Raiders. You got the number one wide receiver in the NFL. You need a good quarterback to throw the ball to. How many times have we heard that the Raiders are not going to be trading Davante Adams? That sounds pretty clear that Davante Adams will be staying as a Raider next season, even though Derek Carr is gone, even though there's uncertainty of who's going to be the quarterback. But right now, I think the best fit for the for the Las Vegas Raiders is Jimmy Garoppolo. I know everybody wants Aaron Rodgers to happen. I just don't think that should happen. Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams would be great, but honestly, I don't think that personally for the Raiders, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is worth it for the draft capital. You have no idea how long Aaron Rodgers is going to be playing for you. It could be 1 season, it could be 2, and I don't know if it's going to be more than 2. So, and that's just as a maybe chance to be a team who could be a threat in the AFC. So that just doesn't make sense to me. Aaron Rodgers, you need your draft capital, and for a guy who is very uncertain what he's going to do in football every season after every season's over, I don't think the Packers. I think it'd be better. I think it'd be better for the Raiders to trade for Mac Jones than Aaron Rodgers, because you wouldn't have to give up as much as you would for Mac Jones and you would Aaron Rodgers. And he's young. You know that he's not going to, after 1 season, he's not going to be, a guy who's going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to have to decide what is next for me. You know what you have in him. You don't know what you have in Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, you got him for the next season, but you have no idea what the hell he's going to say going into the next season. So I think the Raiders, yes, it'd be great to pair up Rodgers and Davante, but for the draft capital, the Raiders can't trade their draft capital. So I say spend the money. You sign Jimmy Garoppolo. He's your quarterback. He throws the ball to Devontae Adams. You sign him to, I say, two-year deal. 2-year deal. Keep him. Sign him to the Raiders. Pair him up with Devontae. In the draft, you work on the defense. In the draft, you upgrade the defense a lot. And with the 9th overall pick, I'm drafting someone in the defense department. I don't know what position, but you in the draft the whole way through, if maybe you work on a little bit for the offense, I say you franchise tag Josh Jacobs, you sign Jimmy Garoppolo, and in the draft you work on the defense. And you got Jimmy Garoppolo throwing the ball to Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, and Hunter Renfrow, and Josh Jacobs running the ball. And you got an upgraded defense. I don't know, the Raiders team could be pretty decent next season. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Or thoughts on the Las Vegas Raiders potentially signing Jimmy Garoppolo. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace out.